Unvaccinated teens, their hospitalization rate is 10 times more than the vaccinated. If there's nothing else that is taken from this talk, and it's that statistic, which is to get the 12 and older vaccinated, I would hope that would come out of it. And then in terms of pediatric COVID cases, we all understand what's going on with various masking rules and the lack of masking rules. And again, the CDC just came out with a study in which they looked at 520 counties across the US. And clearly those counties where the school districts had universal masking mandates, the cases were significantly lower or significantly higher in those without the mask mandates in the schools. So what you see across the front is across the top represents Boise School District. I think the second one is Caldwell, then Kuna, Nampa, and then finally West Ada. And let's zero in on the positivity numbers. So at Primary Health, we do testing in the thousands and have throughout this pandemic, and we've tested over 150,000. And we track children in terms of their residence, in terms of their zip code. And so we match them to school districts. And historically, we've been quite predictive in terms of what we're seeing. So in most cases, I feel this is very accurate information. I share it with the state. Kathy Turner, Dr. Turner was on the call yesterday. Again, it is rare that her data and our data doesn't match up. The slide now looking way to the left, again, I'm having a little difficulty seeing it, but maybe you can see it. What it shows is the positivity rate in the Boise School District, and it starts in July and then it goes down. What you're seeing in most cases, the positivity rate of the kids at Boise School District are lower. Now it bounces around a little bit, 14%, 17%. But there is a constancy even as you get into September when the kids are back in school. And obviously this is a school district that started with mask mandates right from the beginning. Caldwell District and this data includes Valley View. Valley View does not have a mask mandate, and Caldwell did implement one. What you see here, and this is also consistent with the positivity rate of Canyon County, it's very high. And in some instances, it goes as high as 30%. That's a scary, scary statistic. It's what you begin to see when children are in school and they don't wear masks. Kuna has not had a mask mandate throughout, and there's no other way to put it. You look at those numbers, they're very high, they're consistently high. There's nothing about it that peaks out. Nampa School District, again, no clear mandate. And again, very high percentage rate and no sense of going down or leveling off. And then finally, West Ada, again, we see their rate in a sense getting higher in the 20% range. But then, as you know, they implemented a mask mandate 2 weeks ago, and you see some data there near the bottom of the slide on West Ada, way to the right, where you don't see the increase. And you start to see some leveling. It's a little too early to know for sure. But again, what's the take home of this slide? First of all, there is an incredibly high positivity rate among the children in the school. The second is masks do work. Unequivocally, they work. The third thing I would say is each school has its own dashboard. Their testing varies in terms of who they're doing, whether it's symptomatic, asymptomatic. Some of the tests are the quick tests, which aren't as accurate, and some are the PCR. Again, that's why you may not see our data as exact as theirs.